Welcome back to Kiddaby. Our today's story is Cassie, the lonely cactus finds friends. In the golden desert stood Cassie, a small cactus with tiny pink flowers. Every morning she woke up early, watching the sun rise alone. Maybe today I'll find someone to talk to, she hoped. Birds flew high above but never stopped to say hello. The hot winds whispered secrets, but Cassie felt lonely. She dreamed of laughing, playing, and sharing stories with friends under the wide sky. One morning, Cassie noticed tiny footsteps in the sand. A shy desert mouse peeked out from behind a rock. "Hello," squeaked the mouse. Cassie beamed. "Hi, do you want to be friends?" The mouse's name was Milo. He wiggled his nose happily. "I'd love to be friends." Cassie giggled with joy as Milo sat beside her, sharing funny desert stories and adventures. As the sun rose higher, Cassie saw a colorful lizard scuttling by. "Hello there," she called cheerfully. The lizard stopped and blinked. "Hi, I am Leela. Are you telling stories too?" Soon, Leela the lizard joined Cassie and Milo. She flicked her bright tail and told them tales of climbing giant rocks and racing across the hot sands under the glowing sun. The desert wind carried a sweet smell. A tiny hummingbird hovered near Cassie's pink flowers. "Hello," she chirped, sipping nectar. "I am Ruby. May I rest here with you all?" Ruby sparkled in the sun like a living jewel. She flapped her tiny wings quickly and told stories of flying over cacti, dunes, and discovering hidden desert ponds that shimmered like mirrors. Cassie felt so happy. "I always thought I would be alone forever," she said softly. Milo squeaked. "Not anymore." Ruby chirped in agreement, and Leela wiggled her tail with a smile. That evening, a cool breeze blew across the desert. The friends sat together, watching the glowing pink and orange sunset. "The desert is so beautiful," Ruby whispered, and the stars began to appear. When the moon rose, the friends shared quiet dreams. Cassie felt the moon's glow on her flowers. She closed her eyes, feeling warm inside with love and happiness for her new friends. The next morning, Cassie woke to the sound of humming. Ruby sang softly as Milo and Leela danced around. Cassie swayed gently, her pink flowers bobbing in rhythm with their happy songs. Later that day, Leela found a shiny pebble. "It's beautiful," she exclaimed. Ruby picked tiny seeds from the pebble's crack to share. Cassie smiled, loving how her friends always helped each other. Milo decided to build a tiny sandcastle near Cassie. He shaped towers with his paws. Ruby placed a petal on top like a flag. "It's perfect," Cassie cheered, feeling proud of them. A desert beetle wandered by, clicking its legs. "Can I play too?" it asked shyly. Everyone welcomed it with smiles. Soon they played hide and seek, laughing in the warm sunny sand. They played until the sun set. Cassie watched her friends dance in the twilight, her heart glowing as brightly as her pink flowers. "I am never alone," she whispered with joy. Night arrived. The cool winds rustled the sand dunes. Ruby curled under Cassie's flower. Milo snuggled near her base, and Leela wrapped her tail around Cassie's pot, feeling safe together. Stars twinkled above like millions of tiny lanterns. Cassie stayed awake a little longer, feeling each friend's quiet breathing. "Thank you for finding me," she whispered softly to the silent glowing sky. The next day, clouds gathered and it rained softly over the desert. Cassie spread her arms wide, feeling each drop. Her friends giggled as cool raindrops tickled her nose and tiny paws. After the rain, a rainbow arced across the sky. Ruby floated around it happily. "Look at those colors," Cassie said, her flowers opening wider, feeling just as colorful inside her little heart. That afternoon, a wandering tortoise trudged by. "Hello," said Cassie. "Would you like to rest here with us?" The tortoise smiled, settling down in the shade happily. Everyone cheered to welcome him. The tortoise's name was Titu. He told stories about traveling slowly through the wide desert, watching sunsets, and counting shooting stars until he fell asleep under the glowing silver moon. Each day, Cassie's group of friends grew bigger. They shared songs, foods, dreams, and secrets. Milo built the tunnels. Leela danced. Ruby sang. Tito told stories, and Cassie listened with glowing smile. One evening, the friends decided to hold a special desert party. Ruby made necklaces from seeds. Leela arranged pebble into hearts, and Milo drew stars in the sand for everyone to see. Cassie watched them dance under the moonlight. Her heart glowed with pink happiness. "Thank you, desert, for sending me friends who fill my days and nights with love and laughter." That night, everyone cuddled close under the stars. Ruby's wings shimmered like jewels. Milo's whisker twitched in sleep. Leela wrapped her tail softly around Cassie, and Tito snored gently beside them. Before falling asleep, Cassie looked up at the stars. "I am not lonely anymore. I am loved," she whispered with a warm smile, her flowers glowing gently in the silver moonlight. The desert was quiet except for the gentle wind. It carried Cassie's words far across the dunes, telling the world that even small cacti can hold big hearts full of love. Morning arrived with golden sun rays warming everyone awake. Ruby stretched her wings, Milo yawned, Leela flicked her tail, and Titu blinked slowly. Cassie greeted them cheerfully, ready for another loving day. From that day onwards, Cassie was never alone. The desert felt full of life, laughter, and warm hearts. She knew her friends would always be there, her forever family under the desert sky. Morning light woke Cassie and her friends. Today, Ruby flitted excitedly. Let's explore the hidden caves I saw near the cliffs. She chirped. Everyone cheered, ready for a brand new desert adventure together. They traveled across rolling dunes until tall, rocky cliffs rose ahead. In the shadows beneath, an entrance yawned wide. It looks dark, squeaked Milo. Don't worry, Cassie smiled. We're brave together. Inside the cave, crystals sparkled like trapped stars. Ruby gasped with wonder. Lila's tails glowed under the crystal light. It's like a secret treasure room, whispered Milo, eyes wide with curiosity. As they explored deeper, a soft hooting sound echoed. Who's there? Called Cassie bravely. Out from the shadows fluttered a gentle desert owl with golden eyes that shone like tiny moons. Welcome, hooted the owl kindly. I am Ollie. Few visit my peaceful cave. Would you like to rest here and listen to my star stories? Everyone settled down eagerly to listen. Ollie told tales of the desert sky, how stars danced each night, how constellations guided travelers, and how moon watched over all small hearts with silent glowing love. After their cave adventure, they said goodbye to Ollie and stepped outside into bright sunshine. Ruby swooped happily. Let's build something special today. A playground for everyone. Using rocks, sticks, petals, and sand, Milo built slides. Lila made tunnels. Ruby decorated with flowers, and Titu arranged smooth pebbles for safe paths. Cassie smiled, feeling proud of her friends' teamwork. That afternoon, they invited beetles, butterflies, and lizards from all over the desert to play. Laughter echoed under the blue sky as everyone ran, crawled, climbed, and fluttered around happily together. At sunset, a gentle desert fox approached shyly. May I play too? Cassie called out warmly. Of course, you are always welcome here. The fox's eyes sparkled with grateful tears. The fox's name was Faye. She told them about her quiet journeys under moonlight, listening to sand shifting and finding hidden flowers that only bloomed at midnight under the silver sky. That night, Cassie looked at her sleeping friends. I am so lucky, she whispered. The stars twinkled back, whispering silently, You're loved. The desert breeze carried their quiet dreams into the sky. Morning arrived with golden warmth. Faye woke everyone excitedly. Let's explore beyond the dunes today. Everyone agreed, packing seeds, berries, and smiles for their new desert journey together. They traveled to a hidden oasis surrounded by tall palm trees. Cool water sparkled in the sunlight. Ruby dipped her wings, giggling while Milo washed his tiny paws with glee. Suddenly, dark clouds gathered. A strong sandstorm rushed towards them, blowing dust high onto the sky. Cassie stood tall, whispering, "Stay close to me, friends. We will stay brave together." As the storm roared, Cassie spread her arms wide. Her pink flowers glowed softly, guiding her friends to shelter under her. The wind howled, but they felt safe together. When the storm passed, golden sunlight returned. The desert felt fresh and new. Cassie's friends hugged her tightly. "You are our hero," they cheered with hearts full of love and relief. Later, Ruby spotted something sparkling amongst the sand dunes. They all hurried over. It was a rare magical desert bloom, glowing with rainbow colors like the dreams of the sun itself. "Let's plant its seeds near Cassie so we can watch them bloom forever," suggested Tito wisely. Everyone agreed happily, planting the tiny seeds gently beside her pink flowered arms. Each day, the seeds sprouted little shoots, then colorful buds. Soon, the area around Cassie bloomed with reds, yellows, blues, and pinks. The desert became a glowing garden of friendship. They decided to hold a star festival to celebrate their new flower garden. That night, everyone sang songs, danced, shared dreams, and watched shooting stars streak across the endless dark sky. Ruby fluttered high and sprinkled tiny petals from the sky. Leela twirled her tail gracefully. Milo drummed his paws in rhythm, and Tutu hummed softly. Cassie glowed with pink happiness. That evening, Faye told them a legend. Long ago, a lonely cactus wished for friends, and the stars granted her wish. Cassie realized she was that cactus, tears sprinkled in her eyes. Under that bright moon, Cassie whispered, "Thank you, stars." The sky twinkled softly in reply. All around her, friends cuddled close, feeling safe, loved, and peaceful under the wide, silent sky. Days passed with adventures, games, and songs. The desert felt alive with laughter. Cassie realized that with friends, every sunrise was beautiful, every sunset was magical, and every night was peaceful. One evening, as the golden sun set, Cassie closed her eyes. Her pink flowers glowed softly. "I am the happiest cactus in the whole desert," she whispered, drifting into gentle dreams. In her dream, the stars sang softly, and Cassie danced with her friends across silver dunes. The moon smiled down, lighting her path with shimmering beams of love and hope. When she woke up, the desert breeze felt extra gentle. Ruby buzzed softly. Milo nuzzled her base. Leela flicked her tail happily. Titu hummed, and Faye called nearby, all smiling sleepily. Cassie realized her heart felt big enough to hold all her friends' dreams, joys, worries, and love. She would always protect them like the desert moon protected the quiet glowing dunes. And so, Cassie the cactus lived forever, surrounded by friends, flowers, laughter, and love under the desert sky. Her story whispered in every breeze. No one is ever truly alone.